There's 136 teams this year in college football 26, and I went through every single one, and I'm going to tell you guys which are the best ones to use online head-to-head in Road to College Football Playoffs, as well as the best ones to use in Dynasty, whether you use a 1-star team or a 5-star team. Now, I'm going to start off with one of the teams that's going to make this list, because I'm going to go over what I look for to make this list. Number one, we're always going to start a quarterback. If you don't have a good quarterback, you're not going to be on this list because you can't throw the ball. You don't want to be one-dimensional. That's just the name of the game. Quarterback is probably the most important position. If you have a great running back but no quarterback and you're down late in the game, then you're not going to be able to pass. It just says what it is. You're going to lose a lot of games. So you got to at the very least have a good quarterback. When it comes to what I look for with quarterbacks in all positions, the top two things are speed and physical and mental abilities. All these things help. As you can see, Drew Aller here is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. So I think he's tied for the highest rated with a 92 overall. But overall ratings don't matter as much as individual abilities when it comes to certain positions. So I'm going to pop up a little bit of a preview from my College Football 26 ebook that I'm working on, as I spent a little bit more time this year going over abilities and attributes that are more important to each position. So I'll have that pop it up on screen if you guys want to pause the video to know what to look for each individual position on offense and defense. And if you guys are interested in this, I have a full ebook that should be out on the time that the game drops on the 10th, hopefully for offense and defense, so be on the lookout for that. But the next thing I'm going to look for when it comes to quarterbacks is going to be your throw power, which he has one of the highest in the game at a 98. And then you can also see all of his accuracies meet the threshold. In college football, 85 was the threshold last year. It's probably the threshold this year. You can see he meets that in all of them. So that's going to be the most important things when it comes to a quarterback. When it comes to a running back, speed's going to be king once again, and abilities. You can see they have one of the best running backs in the game, 94 speed. Nicholas Singleton with a bunch of gold abilities like armbar, safety valve. It's going to be important too if you're throwing the ball a lot that your running back can catch, because a lot of times they'll be your receiver. So to me, catching stats are going to be important, but ultimately it's just about the physical attributes, strength, speed, agility, things like that. When it comes to receivers, you're going to once again look for speed. We got two guys that are over 93, and height's kind of important. I don't really have a lot of tall guys, but if you have two receivers that are similar, but one guy's 6'5" and the other guy's 5'10", I'm going to go with the 6'5" guy. After that, it's all about catching stats and route running abilities. As you can see right here, we have a 91 catch, 95 short, 92 deep, which is, once again, the threshold's probably 85 across the board. He meets all those. The best ability is definitely going to be takeoff. He doesn't have that. Neither one of these guys have that, but they both have cutter, which is also very important. And, anytime you have a platinum ability, that's going to be important. So lots of good receivers on Penn State. When it comes to tight ends, speed is king once again. Our tight end is I think it's the fastest tight end in the entire game at 88 speed, 93 acceleration too. So he's basically a receiver out there. But you're also going to want guys that have good run blocking ability, because a lot of times if you go to a heavier package like a two tight end set, you're going to want a guy like this that has a 70 run block as your second tight end to give you just a little bit more of a ability to seal the edge and stuff like that. He might also be your fullback, so you're going to need that in that position. When it comes to offensive line, on the edge, speed is important, because if you have a guy that's sending quarterback blitzes or just somebody fast off the edge, a lot of times they'll just run right around your left tackle, your right tackle. So you want to have these guys closer to 70 speed. This guy is 65. That's pretty decent. I typically look for speed and agility when it comes to the edge. When it comes to the inside guys, though, I typically want them to be very strong. 97 strength, 99 strength. These are the guys that hold the point of attack. Impact block can be important too. Run blocking, I think, is a little bit more important when it comes to the inside guys, as you'll see that this guy's run blocking abilities are all in the 90s. So that's going to be, impact block and stuff like that. That's going to be how they push guys off the line of scrimmage to open up holes for your running back. So inside guys, you want to have very strong abilities when it comes to these things. And then when it comes to your defensive side of the ball, you're going to want guys on the edge that have really good speed. Once again, obviously abilities are important. If they got quick jump, which this next guy has, even though it's only a bronze, that's going to be important. Duress is important because it'll, basically affect the quarterback when he throws the ball. All these things are very important. But when it comes to the edge, like I said, that's going to be the most important thing. You want speed to the edge. If your guy's running to the outside, you want a guy that can get to the running back before he gets to the edge, stuff like that. When it comes to actual attributes, though, the only real attributes that matter, in my opinion, are going to be power move and finesse move, as this will basically go against the pass blocking footwork and stuff like that of the offensive lineman. If it's higher, they'll get sheds more often. When it comes to block shedding, that's also important too for both edges and for defensive tackles, because this is how these guys are going to disengage and actually tackle the running back. You can see here we also got the fastest defensive tackle in the entire game in Zane Durant, who also has gold duress. He's a 90 overall player. He also has 91 strength. Strength is very important in defensive tackle, just like it is guards and centers, as they're going to hold the point of attack once again. And then block shedding is also very important, and your pass rush moves. When it comes to linebackers, I really just want speed, especially off the edge, because a lot of blitzes are designed to come in free. So you just want guys that can get there fast. But you also want guys, since I play zone most of the game, I want guys that have high zone coverages. That's going to be preferable. So like this guy here has an 81. I'll probably try to work him into a game because of that high zone coverage. If you play man coverage, you're going to want guys with high man coverage. Play recognition and stuff like that are obviously important. Pursuit is important and stuff like that. But those are the most important things. When it comes to the secondary, speed is king once again. You want some height if you have that. 6'1" or taller is great. But you can see we have some speed. Our top two guys, 95 speed's crazy, 92 speed's crazy. Got good acceleration. Once again, I play zone, so that's going to be the most important thing to me when it comes to every position on the board. Is this guy's got a 91 zone. When it comes to safeties, once again, 6'2", gotta love that. 90 speed, 90 overall. Guy's got ball hawk, robber, all that. You're going to want zone coverage the same way you want on your cornerbacks. And then they also have a 98 speed safety. I think it's like the fastest safety in the entire game in King Mag, even though he's only 5'10". And they got a 6'2" guy, also 90 speed. So tons of really good players. Penn State's one of the best teams in the game. Next up, we're going to start off with the lower tiers. Now, starting off with Tier 5, this is not very easy considering that, there's not a lot of talent in the Tier 5 pool, but I do have two teams for you guys, and they're the two teams that have the best quarterbacks available. We have San Jose State, who has Adam Matthews, who's an 83 overall with 84 speed. He also has 89 acceleration and agility, which is really nice, and his throw power is not great, but you can see, like I said, there's two quarterbacks on this team. They got a 92 throw power and Walker Eggett, who's got, he doesn't meet all the thresholds, but this is one of the teams that has probably the best quarterback situation out of all the Tier 5 teams. Other team that I think might be a little bit better, but I have to scroll up here a little bit, is going to be Jackson State. We have, once again, one of the best quarterbacks. We have Gavin Wimsatt, is an 86 speed, 80 overall, good agility, good acceleration. His throw power is a little bit better. He's at 90, and then once again, he doesn't meet the thresholds, but he has a silver magician, so this is going to be one of the better quarterbacks to use. Next up with Tier 4, we have pretty much the same philosophy. You're still going to have a lot of lowly rated teams, but quarterback is king, and we have one of the best quarterbacks in the entire game in Blake Horvath, who has a platinum workhorse sidestep magician. I mean, this guy is a absolute monster with an almost 90 speed. You got to back it with an 82 speed too, just in case he gets tired, fatigued, whatever. And this guy's just a 91 overall. He can carry your team, which is pretty much the point. And he's going to have to, because the rest of the roster's not great. You can see his throw power is not great. He doesn't meet all the thresholds, but he does have an 87 deep accuracy, which is probably the most difficult one and probably the most important. When it comes to running backs, they got a couple of guys. You got 88 overall back here. You got a 90 speed back. I mean, that's pretty much their system, as this is a team that's going to run the ball a lot. When it comes to fullback, they also have one of the best fullbacks in the game. Obviously, like I said, running system. They only have 3 receivers, but the top one's an 80 overall with a 92 speed, who's 6'3", so a pretty solid receiver, especially for Navy. Next up, we get to the Tier 3 teams, which is like the biggest tier, and there's a ton of really good teams. I'm going to start off with one of my favorite, Arizona State. I know they did lose Scadaboo, but they still have one of the highest rated quarterbacks in the game in Sam Levitt, who has a platinum step up and a gold resistance. This guy here is 84 speed. He can carry your team, but even though they lost Scadaboo, they still have a 95 speed running back, which I think is the second fastest in the entire game, who also has a platinum shifty, which is absolutely dirty. Also got a head first as the guy that's typically their starting running back at 88 overall, Kanye Uda, who's platinum head first is a very good ability, as they really have 3 good running backs here. This team though has a lot of really good receivers as far as speed's concerned. One of the best in Jordan Tyson, who's got platinum cutter and platinum double dip, gold layout, gold sure hands. I mean, this guy's a beast. He's also 91 speed. You get a 92 speed guy here, a 94 speed guy here, and just speed is king, because they have one of the fastest running backs and some of the fastest receivers as well, or at least a very fast receiving core. You also got a fast tight end and one of the better tight ends in the game, 88 speed or an 80 speed. I'm not even sure how to say his name. I'm not even going to try. The offensive line is just kind of meh, but when you get to the defensive side, they have a lot of talent as well. We got basically a quick jump guy here. I thought they had more than one quick jump guy when I looked at it before I did this video, but we got an 85 overall defensive tackle, plenty of speed at linebacker with an 86 speed guy here. We have another 86 speed guy somewhere else in the row, an 88 speed guy, my bad. One of the fastest linebackers in the game. This guy's perfect to be your user in Martell Hughes at 88 speed. So plenty of speed, which, like I said, is always king. Lots of fast cornerbacks, 3 guys above 91. And then the safeties are solid, as we have a guy with a platinum blow up in Xavier Alford. and the other guys also got a gold blow up. So huge, heavy hitting safeties that have speed. And we don't have to go too far as we have Arkansas on the next one here, as we have, once again, a really fast quarterback in Taylon Green. He was really good last year as well, 91 speed. He's got a platinum extender, which is great. We got some good running backs, including a 93 speed running back in AJ Green, who I'm pretty sure was in the game last year as well. We also have a lot of speed at receiver. Got a 96 speed guy here in Jaylen Brown. That guy should be in your top 3 easily, as I didn't really set the depth chart. Really wasn't the plan, but you got a bunch of guys that are above 90 speed, including this guy down here who's a gold takeoff and a platinum shifty at 99 speed. So I would probably put my receiving core to be something looking like this. I mean, there's so many good receivers here on this team, which is why this team makes the list. I can't believe this is a tier 3 team. We also have an 83 speed tight end, and we also got an 80 speed tight end down here. None of them really have any abilities or anything like that. The offensive line is a huge improvement. There's a 92 overall lineman there. On the edge, we have some 80-plus guys. The defense is really solid, especially when you get the linebacker, as they have one of the fastest, if not the fastest linebacker in the entire game, who I would put as my user in Tavion Wallace, who's a freshman, but he's 91 speed, so it's basically like using a safety out there. Lots of talent on the in the linebacking core, and then once again, 4 corners that are above 80. All of them, for the most part, are tall too, as 3 of them are 6'2". So a lot of talent there. The safeties are really good. Once again, we have some 90 speed guys, including another platinum blow up in Quantavious Scandrett. Now, tier 3 is the biggest one on the entire list, so I can't go too crazy, but I do want to show you guys one more. South Carolina was everybody's sleeper team last year, as they just have some of the best players in the entire game, including Lenore Sellers, who's almost 90 speed. This guy here's got platinum extender, platinum off platform, silver option king, downhill dot, you name it, he's got everything. We also got some decent backs here. As you can see, Faison has a gold 360, which is nice. He's an 89 speed, so not really anybody fast, but that's plenty fine. To me, running backs are all the same, in my opinion, if I'm being honest. I really want great quarterbacks, great receivers, and they have great receivers in Jared Brown, who's 94 speed, but the real star is Nick Harbor, who's a 99 speed player with 97 acceleration and a gold takeoff at 6'5". We all know about this guy. If you played against this guy last year, there really is no way to stop him. And they also have a lot of other guys too. 92 speed here, 93 speed here. They also have a really good tight end. There's 82 speed. You got another guy down here who's 83 speed. So plenty of speed to run an offense. And they also have a lot of talent when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. They have one of the fastest, if not the fastest, edge in the entire game of Dylan Stewart, who's already got a platinum quick jump, absolute nightmare. He's also got platinum duress, platinum pocket disruptor. This guy, I think he's like a top 10 rated player in the entire game, an absolute beast. And if you're in a dynasty, he's only a sophomore, which is crazy. And then you also have, just really good edges all across the board. You got a good defensive tackle. All these guys are above 80. And you have a lot of really good speed at linebacker. Once again, you got an 86 speed linebacker here and an 87 speed linebacker here, which could be your user. When you get to the cornerbacks, they have 2 guys that are above 80. They're a little bit slighter in the cornerback area, but they are really good at speed in general and safety, as they have 2 gold blow up safeties once again in Peyton Williams and DQ Smith, basically just giving you another hard hitting secondary. Next off, starting with the tier 2, we got 2 tier 2 teams, starting off with Oklahoma, who has one of the best quarterbacks in the game as far as John Mateer, who has a ton of abilities. He also has a 91 overall, 89 speed, and if you go over to his throw power and accuracies, he has a 92 throw power, and he meets the threshold on all the accuracies, as well as having a really good throw on the run. This guy here is an absolute cheat code, and one of the reasons I had to put him on this list. Also, running backs. They got Jaden Ott, gold 360, platinum sidestep. They got a lot of running backs here, including 94 speed running back who's got a gold shifty and a gold 350. So they have a lot of backs. They also got a lot of receivers as well, which is one of the reasons this offense really makes them on this list, including Deion Burks, who's a 93 speed. They got a 95 speed receiver here, a 95 speed receiver there. That would probably be the 3 that I would be starting as my top 3 guys, even though obviously this guy's 6'5" with a gold double dip, so he should be out there as well. A couple of good tight ends, 80 speed here, 86 speed here. I'd probably have him as the starter. And the offensive line is solid. As far as the defense, they have a lot of talent on defense as well, including an 89 overall with a platinum quick jump in Thomas, who's a speed rusher, 82 speed. We got a silver quick jump here at 86 speed. So you want to get these guys out there, as they have 3 guys that really could start for a lot of different teams. When it comes to defensive tackle, they have a lot of guys there too. 4 guys that are 83 plus, including, you know, some abilities in there. We got some good speed at linebacker, including an 84 speed here. The fastest guy is an 85, so that would probably be my user, or you could let him play outside on his own, as you can see right there. I mean, they have a lot of good linebackers. Another guy who's a platinum quick jump, and I can't even say his name, but how many quick jumps did we have here? I mean, this is crazy, the amount of quick jump players as where are we at here? Yeah, we got we got Thomas, who's a quick jump. This guy's who's a quick jump. Obviously, we got 2 platinum quick jumps, which is more important. We got this one here has duress and pocket disruptor, so you want these guys all in the field at the same time. Lots of talent on defense, especially when it comes to all these platinum quick jumps. That's crazy. Lots of speed at cornerback as well. We got a 92 speed guy here, 97 speed guy here with house call. So, you know, plenty of depth at cornerback, especially when it comes to speed. We've got a gold blow up at one safety and a gold blow up at the other safety, who's also a 90 speed, and Peyton Boeing, as this is just one of my favorite teams. Team I'm probably going to be using pretty soon. Next up, we have Texas A&M, who's another one of my favorite teams. I think the tier 2 teams I like more than a lot of the tier 1 teams, as we have Marcel Reed here, who's got 90 speed, 92 acceleration, a lot of speed at quarterback. There's also an 84 speed freshman down there if you want to run a lot of that. He's got a 90 throw power, and his accuracies don't all meet the threshold, but I'm looking at this like a running team. You got a lot of really good running backs too, 92 speed and 93 speed. Both of them have some good abilities, as you can see right here at gold 360. I think this guy has an ability too, head first. Then you get to the receivers. Last speed receiver, once again, he's got 93, 94, 92, 2 guys with a 92, so plenty of speed at receiver. You also have a really fast tight end, 86 speed. That's one of the fastest tight ends in the entire game. He's an 85 overall, so a really good player. The entire offensive line is basically averaging like a high 80 grade, so you're going to be able to run the ball. That's what I meant by a running team. You got a lot of speed on the defensive line as well. Gold quick jump from Howell. You got some really good defensive tackles at 88 overall and 85 overall with some abilities. Some decent speed at linebacker. You can definitely make, you got a couple guys that are 84 speed, including one of the best linebackers in the game with a platinum wrap-up and a gold hammer in York here, who's at 84 speed. So lots of speed on the defensive side of the ball. Lots of speed in the cornerbacking core too. We have basically a 98 speed cornerback here, 6 foot, and basically your top 4 guys are all 80 plus with 90 plus speed. So that's great. Lots of really good talent at safety as well. 93 speed safety here, 91 speed safety, 90 speed, 87 overall with ball hawk. I mean, there's just a lot of talent. Now, I already went over Penn State, but I got 3 more tier 1 teams that I got to go over that are absolutely great. We got Texas, Arch Manning, as we have, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game, 87 speed, good abilities. I didn't actually look at his throw power and his accuracies, but I would imagine they're all there. As you can see, we meet the threshold on every single one of them. And he's almost got 90 deep accuracy. I mean, he's got almost 90 across the board. Running backs, they got plenty. You got the gold 360. I'd probably start this guy, 93 speed, gold 360. Although we do have, this guy's got a gold sidestep and a gold 360 as well. When it comes to receivers, they got a lot of those. One of the faster in the game in Ryan Wingo with a platinum shifty. But the receiving core honestly is not as dominant as you would expect, but they do have a good amount of guys that are all in the high 90s or in the low 90s, I should say. When it comes to tight end, one of the best tight ends in the game is Jack Andrews, who's got a gold short hands and an 83 speed. Offensive line is not, as good as it was before the draft, obviously, but they still have averaging around an 80, which is pretty good. On the defensive side, lots of guys had quick jump last year. They still have Colin Simmons, who has a platinum quick jump and a platinum duress. That's all going to be huge. He's going to be a huge game wrecker. We also have some good defensive tackles. When it comes to the linebackers, they have one of the fastest and one of the best linebackers in the entire game at Anthony Hill Jr., who's a 92 speed. I think it's the fastest. 95 overall might be the highest too. I'm not really sure, but this guy's an absolute monster. Platinum workhorse, platinum hammer. Guy does not get tired. He makes you tired. And then we have just a lot of fast linebackers. You could also user this guy here is an 89 speed. I'd probably make him my user and then put this guy outside, let him run around and wreak havoc on his own. When it comes to the cornerbacks, got a lot of speed there once again. A lot of abilities, platinum ball hawk. We have quick jump here, so a good guy for center blitzes. We got a 94 speed guy not even making the depth chart right now, and a 92 speed guy down here. So there's just a ton of speed. I mean, this is Texas. They're one of the best teams in the entire game. We got a platinum ball hawk here, one of the better safeties in the game, And then we have a 95 speed safety here I'd probably put at the starting spot, although, you know, there's just no weakness on this roster. Next up, we got LSU, who I said in a previous video might be the best team in the game, and I still think that they are. With Garrett Nussmeier, the highest rated, or tied for the highest rated quarterback in the entire game, with a platinum on time and a gold step up. Really good player there. We also have hitting on the depth chart here, 91 speed quarterback in Juwan Johnson. So if you want to run around, and an 85 speed guy too, so if you want to run around, you can put them in if you like to run that type of offense, an option offense, whatever. One of the fastest running backs in the game again this year in Caden Durham with a platinum shifty. We also got a 94 speed guy here with no abilities, so you have some, you know, if he gets tired, you have another guy right there. You got a lot of receivers, especially with speed. Is a 94 receiver with a platinum sidestep, and Anderson, a platinum double dip. But let's be real, the guy is Barry and Brown, platinum shifty, platinum takeoff, 99 speed. Holy crap! Guy's only 5'11" though, so he's not quite, you know, Harbor, but he's still, I mean, there's just so much speed on his roster. We have a 93 speed guy, 92 speed guy. These guys will never even see the field. We also have a 98 speed guy just hidden down here as a freshman. So if you want to, you could have a 98 and a 95 and a 99 speed guy all across the board, although obviously I'd want to leave my 94 speed guy out there in Aaron Anderson. They got good speed at tight end too. 3 guys that are over 80 speed. 80 speed tight ends are rare in college football, and they have 3, including this guy here, Green, who's 87 speed. That's the second fastest. I'd probably start him, even though he has no abilities, over Sharp, who has silver short hands. The offensive line, like I said, it's not as good as it was before the draft. They did lose some guys. The entire line probably averages 80 at best. But then you also have a lot of good guys on defense. Once again, quick jump gold the rest in Patrick Payton. You have some good defensive tackles. Overall, their linebackers get a lot better, though, as they have Whit Weeks here, who's a gold takedown, 88 speed guy. You have, I'd probably put Weeks here at the outside linebacker spot and use this lower speed guy, this 88 speed Tylen Singleton. Although you also have a 93 speed guy down here, so I'd probably use him. I mean, there's just a lot of speed. That's the thing about this team, a lot of speed. Harold Perkins, probably want him going after the quarterback. Although he is, you know, obviously an off-ball backer with 92 speed. I mean, the speed of this linebacker set is insane. Really good for like a 3-4 defense, a blitzing 3-4 defense. Got a lot of talent at cornerback. 290 speed, 90 overall plus guys, and you have 3 guys that are 94 speed or better. So I would definitely, you know, try to work these guys in some fashion, even if it means putting like one of them at safety. If you had to, like there's a, you know, whatever extra 95 speed guy is not playing at cornerback, I'd probably try to work him into this spot here, because this guy here's got a bunch of abilities, including a platinum house call. So, you know, definitely just one of the best teams in the entire game for sure. So that's it. That's the list. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber. I'll have some videos popping up with some more information about college football 26. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.